Hello, welcome to Taxpayer Alert. My name is Al Segala. I'll be the moderator of this program. I'm also president of the Calaveras County Taxpayer Association. We really support the Constitution and getting all the facts we can to the people. Our guest this time is an expert on public access TV. Her name is Sarah Armstrong, and she's the program coordinator. Sarah, welcome.
Hey, Al. Thank you for interviewing me today.
How did you get involved in this?
Well, I went to film school when I was for college, and I fell in love with storytelling. And then from there, I wrote some books, and then I met Sarah Lunsford, who was the manager before, and she's like, would you like to come and work as a program coordinator? I've had some experience in other broadcast channels, some local channels like TSBN, and so yeah, I just always loved being able to tell stories and media in general.
You have a lot of programs here.
We do.
Okay, why do we have public access TV?
So public access television is really a platform for anybody to kind of come in and tell their story. What we've noticed is, especially with like rural areas like this, is we don't have a lot of broadcasts that come out that really tell like our heart and soul of our communities. And public access gives that to the people to be able to film their stories and their side of living. And so public access, what our studio does is we have the equipment for people to be able to come in and check out and learn how to use. We also help them kind of develop shows like your show, Taxpayer Alert and Senior Provider. So really it's just a platform, and we're here to educate and help anybody that wants to kind of get their story out.
So who are the people does it help? And I understand that you also have some emergency programs that you do.
Yeah. So really, it's not just to tell like our local events. So it's a really great way to kind of go out and show the parades and the shops that we have and give the world this view of Calaveras County.
Right.
But we're also working with like the OES department and public health and being able to create a platform to reach people in those emergency situations.
What does OES mean?
Office of Emergency Services. I just had to slow down and think about that for a second. So that's what OES is. And then public health is, our Calaveras County Public Health is another part of our government entity. And what we're able to do is kind of get the information that they need out to the public through public service announcements. So we help fit our film, and what those do is it really helps with like social media and through our broadcast channels, like as a commercial for situations like flooding or Know Your Zone or the West Nile virus. So these key facts that otherwise wouldn't get to everybody. So we're here to help with that.
So that goes in other media besides public access TV.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely. So
even though it's created here.
Yes, exactly. And we can definitely help other departments along the way. And we're hoping to continue with that with the Sheriff's Department, things like that too, is to kind of keep growing our outreach because we have such an amazing community here. And our government side we have such great departments. So if we can help the community understand and be able to get these resources out to everybody. And visual is one of those quickest ways of being able to communicate. And with social media, that's one of those things that people want that. Reading, it takes time, but if you can watch a 30-second video and have that gratification right away, then that information is just moving faster. And that's what we're here to help with.
All right. Now, how would somebody get involved with this?
Yeah, so we have a couple different ways of being involved. Is we can have someone come in and start a show. So they come in, and what we would like to do is educate people and train them on how to run their show and also develop teams. And when they develop a team, we're talking about people who can run the switchers and the cameras and stuff like that. And then that way they can run their productions without having us run it. The reason being is we have a lot of people in the community, and the more people we educate, the better.
Yeah.
And so that's really our goal. We also can help people by giving them cameras to go film events because we always need content. And that's the easiest way for people to go out and show Calaveras County. And so what we do there is we train them So people can come in. We do have like the Creators Hub where they can get one-on-one training on the cameras. And then we check them out once they hit the understanding that it's a tool and the respect level and things like that. And then they can check it out and film what they need to film. And then we show it on our broadcast channel, channel 7 or 9.
So you do the editing, or?
No. So when you're a producer, what we would like to do is be able to have them be educated in how to produce their own projects. And then that way you're a producer. Now, if you're coming in here, like your show, we have a switcher. John is switching for us, and he's switching between those. So it's actually being edited while we're in production. So we can educate people on how to do that too, so they have a finished product by the time that they walk out of this building. And then that way, but we definitely help along the way. And if you can't build a team, then we definitely become your team. But we would like to have more volunteers come in and help with that. That's really our goal.
I understand that. So to get involved, would they fill out an application, or do they need money? Or
No, there's no money involved. So this is a completely free resource for Calaveras County residents. And what they just need to do is either make a phone call or email us at calpeg7 at gmail.com. And then we start that line of communication. So what we're really looking for is what kind of production do they want to do? Are they looking to start a talk show? Are they looking to start a fitness show? We can also take a look at what we need as a channel. And we need a lot of productions to come here. We need that content. So we do definitely want people who have ideas.
Yeah.
And we would love to build that. After COVID, everything just kind of went quiet for a little bit.
Yeah.
And so now we're building everything back up. And that's our goal, is just the more people who know about us and are able to come in and utilize it. But it really does start with a phone call or an email. And again, that email is calpeg7 at gmail.com.
You got your pencil?
Calpeg, P-E-G.
Cal, P-A-G?
P-E-G.
P-E-G.
7 at gmail.com.
At gmail.com. You got that? Okay. Now, so to get involved, they go to that website, and then they click on a form that they fill out, or
We don't have any forms right now, but we do have our nonprofit side. So the way that we're built right now is we have our government entity, which is the Public Access TV, so PATV. We also have our Calaveras Community TV, which is our nonprofit side. So on our nonprofit, they would just go to the website Calaveras Community TV, and there's also a communications button there. So they can go, they can look at all the programs, they can find out when the nonprofit side is meeting, and we're always looking for members to come in, or if you're just interested in meeting and kind of getting involved with that, because our nonprofit side is doing a lot. We've got a grant to help out with our other program, the Future Filmmakers Club. So Calaveras Community, that's our website right now. And that's just, so there's no application, but again, they can click on the contact and send an email in.
does the public access TV programs also appear on community TV?
Yes. So we have those there, and then we also have our YouTube channel. So if they go to Calaveras Community TV on YouTube, they can see all of our footages that we've had, and even stuff from the past, which is a lot of fun to take a look at things a couple decades ago.
Yeah, I was here then.
It's really neat, especially like just the growth that our county has had, and we have really, really talented people and what they filmed, and it's neat to see. It really is. I think there is even from the frog jump, I think there's one from 1942 so it's black and white piece, and it's just gorgeous.
It'd be good to, I'm just thinking a possible program. One could be learning communications, how to communicate. And there's there's a great need for that.
Oh yeah, there really is. That's soft skill is one of those things that just has to be developed, and it is one of those like just being in front of the camera, getting over those jitters and those nerves, and it takes practice, and that's what we're here to help, is for people to get rid of, like, practice out of that and build those communities and that networking resource, get people comfortable and to spitball ideas and be creative while being productive.
There was I think it was a Grecian philosopher named Seneca that had a poem, and the poem was put in English, and it gave the secret to how to communicate,
Oh, that's cool.
and especially communicating with people that don't agree with you.
That's an art in all itself.
Well, the poem goes like this. He drew a circle which cast me out, a devil, a heretic, one to flout. But wit and I had the will to win. We drew a circle which took him in.
Oh, that's good.
If it didn't rhyme, I wouldn't remember it.
Oh, that's pretty good, though. I mean, that's all really good advice.
I went to Toastmasters many years ago,
Oh, that's a great organization.
and they're very good. And I don't know if I learned that there or not. But we have current programs apparently,
We do.
and we have quite a bit of time left, so we can talk about all of them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so we have your program. So Taxpayer Alert is definitely one of the ones that they can watch, and they learn just from an accountant's point of view, and then what to look out for the Calaveras County. We also have Senior Provider by Susan, and that really kind of gets the heart of our seniors and able to talk about the resources that Calaveras County can offer to that demographic. We also have a couple, like we've done the debates, we've gone out into the community and done winter wives, so we're getting more to the meetings that need to be broadcast because not everybody is able to get to it. But we are, again, looking for more people to come in and create those shows. I think at one point we had 128 producers in Calaveras County, and that's dwindled. So we really do need to kind of get people back in here. And the shows that we're really looking for is like fitness shows and cooking shows. So if anybody's interested in those talents, yeah.
There was a young lady, I think her name was Shasta.
Uh-huh.
Did she still?
She doesn't still do it. I think she was before I came on, and she had this wonderful show. I think it was called Shasta's Journey, and but I believe she went into media in I think in Sacramento, and so she's definitely been doing her journey. But we would love to have her back.
Oh, yes, I really enjoyed her. She was really great, and especially reaching out to younger people.
Yeah. Yeah, and especially, I mean, with YouTube and things like that, it's the kids are always, they're inundated with it, and that information and that platform. So we do have a kids program, which is the Future Filmmakers Club. And so we're taking kids who have a love for media creating, either for social media or for TV or movies or anything like that, and giving them a chance to kind of get their creativity side nourished and developed. And they meet every Monday and Thursday. So Mondays are from 4 to 6, and then Thursdays are from 2 to 4.
Now, do they also have a TV show?
They do, and it's called Up Next. And so it's a youth program, and so what they do is they either do little skits that they write and then act in and produce out, and so they're learning the whole concept. So from writing, acting to editing, so the 3 Ps, the production stages. Then they also have a talk show, so they bring in guests. I think they're bringing in a ranger from Colombia at the end of the month. And so, so they're learning how to be comfortable in front of the camera and work on those communication skills. Our nonprofit side, so CCTV, ended up getting a grant through Calaveras Foundation for $10,000 also. So thank you, Calaveras Foundation, to also help with that program. So our next goal is to do a short film with the kids. And so again, they'll follow those 3 Ps, and they'll come up with a concept, they'll write it out, and then we'll start production, and then they'll edit it. And then we'll also do distribution. So they'll create the marketing material, and then we'll start putting it into film festivals. So they get the whole experience with this grant. And we're very excited because we have Manuel Crosby, who's going to be involved with it, Martin Hubbardy, Grant Armstrong. So a lot of the film community, our community, is coming in and nourishing these kids and creating those future filmmakers.
Yeah. I think we had Martin Hubbardy on the show.
We did, yeah. He's fantastic. He's a film commissioner, and he is a huge supporter of Calaveras Community TV.
He's a good supervisor, too.
He is. He's really good.
And so, now there was another show, I forgot what, who was doing it. It was similar to Taxpayer Alert. It talked about current events, and it's none of the ones you mentioned so far.
We do have a lot of stuff in archive. So we had like the doctor was in with Dr. Smart. We had
I
You and the
remember that.
Law. You and the Law. Was it that one?
No, but that's another one.
That was another really good program. And what we do is we recycle through those and bring those back up just from a blast from the past. But since they're not creating those shows anymore, we do need more people to come in and start viewing their talents and showing Calaveras County and creating those shows. But yeah.
Was Joel Metzger?
Was it Mondo Calaveras? Or, because that was with Chris. And then we also had Insider's View. Oh, no, not Insiders. I think I know which one. Sarah Lunsford did it for a little bit too.
Yeah.
I'd have to take a look at our archives because I'm drawing a blank.
So, for current programs, to find out what they are, we go to the website, which you already wrote down, and then now let's talk about future goals.
So our future goals is really to kind of develop more of those relationships with other departments. So we really do want to become a general hub for emergency services and be able to help our in any kind of emergency situation and be able to get all the information out to the community. So either through the Sheriff's Department or OES or Public Health, but really kind of becoming that communication department that I think Calaveras County does need. We are definitely excited with expanding the kids program. So the more kids that we can come in and help educate. And then we also have the Creators Hub. So we're definitely trying to get more producers in here, more creators. And the Creators Hub is really geared to help with that. So we would like for that to expand in the future as much as we can. So in that program it meets once a month on the third Wednesday of the month from 12 to 5. And what it does is it gives a place for people who have those ideas to network and create and get those shows rolling. We're also looking at some point to be able to start up educations where people can come in and learn the equipment, get checked out, things like that. But we just haven't gotten to that point of bringing that program back up. I know Ed Clark did it, and he did a fantastic job. So we're hoping to mirror the education side back up in the future. And then we have...
Don't you have that on Wednesdays?
The third Wednesday of the month, we have our Creator Hub. And really, we educate everybody that comes in on how to use the equipment. But Ed Lark had this amazing program where I think it was 6 weeks. And it was, I need to find the way that he structured it and mirror that again. So we are hoping to bring back up more of the education side. But we're getting there, slowly but surely.
How's Ed doing now? Are you in communication with him?
Yeah, he's doing great. He actually filmed up in Ironstow, the car show. And so he's filming away and producing stuff. And yeah, loving retirement is what it sounds like. So he's doing good.
Yeah, he trained me. That was many years ago. And he and his wife both. His wife worked in the office.
Yeah, Joan.
And is she doing well too?
Yeah, I heard they're both doing amazing.
All right, I'm good. So glad they're still with us.
Yes.
So the hub for the future for future services is, I think you said when? Thursday?
Yeah, so the Future Filmmakers Club is on Mondays, and what it's geared for is middle schoolers and high school students, either homeschool or traditionally schooled. So the Monday groups meet from 4 to 6, and then Thursdays are from 2 to 4. And what they kind of do is it's completely youth driven. So they come in, we supervise and educate, but they get to come up with these concepts and they get to film it and they get to bring in the people that they want to interview. And what they're coming up with is really really neat and fun to watch, and especially as they grow with their understanding. There's so much talent that I'm super excited to see where we are as
Now,
they grow.
is Thursdays 4 to 6 too?
Yeah, 4 to 6 on Thursday. Oh no, Thursdays is 2 to 4.
Okay. So for youth, got your pencil? Mondays, 4 to 6. Thursdays, 2 to 4. You got that? Good. So, and for any other future goals that you can think of top of your head?
Yeah, right now it's just reminding Calaveras County that we're here, that we are a hidden gem, but we don't want to be hidden anymore. We are also looking at doing a couple more film festivals. So we did wrap up with the Wild and Scenic back in September.
Oh, yeah, we didn't talk about that.
Yeah, and that went well, really, really well. And so we are hoping to bring that back along with another film festival at some point. So that's in the works with our nonprofit side. And then that way we can show more of the talent from our media producers in Calaveras County. But yeah, so that's our big goal. And then we also have Love Your Pet contest. And that is where anybody can submit a footage of their pets for $10. And they can submit as many times as they want, as long as they pay the fee. And it's a fundraiser that helps Focus, which is the Friends of the Animal Shelter, and our nonprofit side for Calaveras County Television, so CCTV. So it's and then there's some great prizes that are going to be able to win I think there's like the cutest pet, the funniest pet videos, and they could be either a video or a photograph. So great cause.
Yeah, that sounds really interesting. Mm-hmm. I've got a cat with quite a personality, but I don't know how photogenic she is.
You never know until you get it. But still, I mean, and then we can also take donations and things like that, because it's definitely the Friends of the Animal Shelter. It's one of those causes that, I mean, it keeps.
What's the annual budget for public access TV?
I don't have it off the top of my head, and I would have to look at the budget, but I'm not exactly sure, to tell you the truth.
It's probably less than 100 million.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. We're working within a shoestring budget here, but we are. We're hoping to get more into the grant world and things like that, especially with our nonprofit side, so the help programs such as our Future Filmmakers Club. So we'll see. I think at this point, the future, it's still new and exciting to see where we're going to go.
Yeah, I like the Love Your Pet.
Yes.
That is great.
This is the third year that they've done it, and we had one submission. It was a pig, and the pig painted, and it was just a hysterical, and she had a little tutu on, and it was just funny and great, and it really, I think it won funniest or cutest pet one year.
But there was only one so it won $10.
Yeah, no, we had multiple submissions, but they think they ended up winning. They won a goodie bag, and so the goodie bag had gifts for both the animal and the owner. So it was a mixture of like gift cards and cat treats or dog treats and toys and things like that. They're really cool.
What would be a pig treat?
I don't know. A carrot, maybe?
Well, that'd be a vegetarian pig.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's really neat. There was another question I had, but I forgot it already. When's the next film festival scheduled?
So we haven't filmed it or scheduled it out, but we are hoping, Martin Hepperty has been a huge advocate, but we're hoping to bring it, but we have to talk about it in our meetings, but to San Andreas, because the last one we did was in Bret Harte. So we're hoping to kind of bounce between both high schools, if possible, fingers crossed that we can lock that in. But we're hoping maybe doing one in spring and doing one in fall. So that way they it gives everybody enough time to replan it and regroup. And
I went to the one in Angels Camp at the high school.
Yeah.
I was really impressed.
Oh yeah.
If I remember right, there was a monkey. There's a story about a monkey. I forgot exactly what the story was, but it was really interesting.
And a lot of that was because the Wild and Scenic, what they do is they have award-winning films.
Yeah.
And then we also had local films submitted. And there's just so much talent here in Calaveras County that and we don't notice because we don't have these like events that happen where people can showcase it.
Yeah.
And it really does give that opportunity for someone to go in and see their film on the big screen.
Yeah.
And we are hoping to have the short film that the kids produce to be able to go to one of these film festivals and be seen locally too, along with our other local talents. So it's a fun event, and it goes towards, all the proceeds go towards helping CCTV and keeping us alive on our nonprofit side.
Yeah.
So it's just overall great opportunity.
Would the next film festival be also wild and scenic type or what?
So we're hoping to keep one wild and scenic, and the other one we're hoping to kind of move towards a narrative fiction. So that way people can kind of go into their storytelling and produce out little shorts on like their drama or horror or romance or whatever they want to produce out. Because we did have submissions that were based off of that, and just because it didn't follow suit with the wild and scenic, we couldn't submit them. So we wanted to give opportunity to not just documentary style filmmakers, but also to narrative filmmakers too. So we're hoping to do both. That's our goal. It's a high end goal, but we'll see.
Oh, that's cool. Well, I think we've covered public access TV pretty thoroughly. Mm-hmm. We covered the current programs we're doing and the future goals, mm-hmm. and especially about the children's thing, which I think is fantastic. And Love Your Pet, I think is
it's so
really,
much fun.
really great. Mm-hmm. Well, I want to thank you for being
Yeah.
my guest.
Anytime.
And thank you for watching Taxpayer Alert. See you next time.